A very good morning, students. This is the third part of the chapter Solar Radiation, Heat Balance, and Temperature. So, students, here we'll discuss the atmosphere is a continual motion with changing temperature because the topic is temperature here. Okay, so changing temperature, air currents, and wind. The incoming solar radiation is the short waves that heats up the atmosphere and the earth's surface. The interaction of the insolation with the atmosphere and the earth's surface creates heat, which is major in terms of atmosphere. While heat represents the molecular movement of particles comprising the substance, temperature is a measurement in degree of how hot or how cold a thin or a place. Now, let's talk about the factors controlling temperature distribution. Basically, Basically, these are in five in numbers. First of all, number one is latitude of the place, and the second one is the altitude, and the number three distance from the sea, the air mass circulation, and number four is the presence of warm and cold ocean currents. And the number 5 is local aspects. Latitude students, we have already got to know that the temperature on a place depends on insolation, receipt, and it means insolation varies according to latitude. Hence, the temperature also varies. Next is altitude. So altitude students, you have studied in previous class also. What is altitude? Altitude, like temperature decreases with the height because the density of air decreases with increasing height. Suppose especially in hilly areas you can see temperature always be low. When the atmosphere heated by the sun, the lower layer get heated more than upper layer. The reason is the density of air is high near the earth. Then at higher altitude the air actually become thin at higher altitude. So there are less air molecules to trap the heat of the sun. That's why temperature decreases with increasing height. Temperature generally decrease with increasing height. The rate of decreases temperature with height is termed as Norman lapse rate. Okay, what is it known as? It is known as normal lapse rate, and the normal lapse rate is 6.5 degrees Celsius per 1000 meters. Okay, now next is distance from the sea. Now this is a respect to the sea compared to land. Sea heated slowly, right? Sea heated very slowly and loses heat slowly, and on the other hand land gets heated up and cools down quickly. So during the daytime at land, the temperature is high and the pressure is low. I always used to say this, wherever you can see temperature is high, so here the pressure always be low. And at the sea temperature uh, relatively is low and pressure is high. So the land close to the sea gets sea breeze, which is cool. During the night time, land cools faster, so the land is cooler than the sea. So temperature is low and pressure is high, and wind moves from land to towards sea during night, and this has a moderating influence of temperature in the coastal areas. That's why we can see moderate climate in coastal areas comparatively interior part of the country. The land gets heated during daytime and nighttime it cools. So daytime it is very hot and nighttime it is relatively low. If we talk about Rajasthan, okay, so daytime is summer, especially in summer season, the temperature touch 50 degrees Celsius, and at night time 30 degree or less than 30 also temperature we can see in summer season, right? So students, uh, next is air masses. Now air masses, students, in air masses, oceans, air masses and oceans currents, like the land and sea breeze, the passage of air masses also affects the temperature. Okay, it also affects the temperature. Like place which comes under the influence of warm air masses will experience higher temperature. The place influence of cold air masses will experience low temperature. Similarly, in the coastal areas, if warm currents like Brazilian currents, I'll just try to draw a map, a diagram for you. Suppose this is the area of South America. So here you can see Brazilian currents. Okay, and here is the Peruvian currents. So this is ocean currents, and this side also you can see ocean currents. Okay, so similarly in the coastal areas, if warm currents like Brazilian currents in flowing, the areas will be warm, and if cold currents are flowing like the Peruvian currents, the coastal areas will be cold. Okay, it means कि जो cold currents अगर ocean currents अगर वहाँ से move करते हैं तो the area will be cold, and if the hot currents, warm currents will blow from the area, so it is the area, so the coastal areas will be cold, right? Now the next is distribution of temperature. Now the global distribution of temperature can be well understood by studying the temperature of January and July, right? Like January and July. Here you can see the temperature of month of January and July, right? The temperature distribution is generally shown on the map with the help of isotherms. So I'll show you through this map. Here we can see, we can understand it easily, students. Isotherms. Yes, so that map has shown on this with the help of isotherms. So students, these lines are isotherms. Okay, so the line that you see are called isotherms. So what are isotherms? These are line joining places having same temperature. Okay, you can see the 20 degrees Celsius here, and this here also 20 degrees Celsius. So it is remains 20 degrees Celsius temperature in this whole air in the area, right, including the water portion also. So these lines are called isotherms. So suppose the near the line 20 degrees Celsius, it means the entire line temperature will be 20 degree Celsius. What we learn from the map, we learn that effects of latitude on the map, the temperature is quite clear on the map because isotherms are parallel to the latitude. We can see variation in the temperature in the northern hemisphere. Okay, in the northern hemisphere. Here we can see the differences, but in the southern hemisphere the temperature is different. Right? Why? In July, the isotherms generally run parallel to the latitude. The equatorial ocean record warmer temperature, more than 27 degrees Celsius over the land, more than 30 degrees Celsius noticed in the tropical continental regions of Asia, along with the 30-degree north latitude. So, along the 40-degree north runs the isotherms 10 degrees Celsius, and along 40 degrees Celsius temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. Now, figure 9.5 shows the range temperature between January and July. The highest range of temperature is more than 60 degree Celsius. Okay, students. So you can study it wherever you can see the same temperature and the lines. These lines are called isotherms. Okay. Till then, thank you so much, students. In the next video, we will discuss inversion of temperature.